Welcome guys to my Arrowverse ranking of all the seasons of all 4 Arrowverse shows. Yes, Supergirl I am including because she's been in crossovers with the Arrowverse, and some of these are going to be controversial and some of these are going to be understandable, but respect my ranking and I respect yours. Let's get started. So, let's go. At number 12, we have Arrow Season 4. Now, I do like Arrow Season 4. I know a lot of people do not like this season at all, but I don't mind this season. I do love Damien Dark as the villain. I do love the acting and hear from everyone. The action is nice, of course. You do Katie Cassie as Black Canary. Stephen Amell and all the cast is still doing his thing. But my problem is that I feel like that it still has the same problems as season 3. Like I did mention, it does suffer from some writing problems. The whole Oliver and Felicity thing is just not going anywhere to me. I don't know if I can say it now because I'm on season 6, which I'll talk about soon. But the death of Laurel Lance was very upsetting for me as a fan of the character. But one little problem. If you're going to kill off Laurel Lance on season 4, what was the point of... No, if you were going to bring Katie Cassie back for season 6 and have her make little guest star appearances in season 5, what was the point of even killing her off? Well, other than that, Arrow season 4 is a good time. Not as bad as everyone says it is, but it is the weakest of the 6 seasons of Arrow that we have so far. At number 11, we have The Flash, Season 1. Now, the reason why this is that low is because it is the first season. It does have some good action. It does get good character moments. I love how we are introduced to The Flash. I know a lot of people complain that this Flash here always feels sorry for something he does whenever he messes up the timeline, but that should tell you that he's not perfect. He makes mistakes, but The Flash Season 1 is still great. I have a lot of fun with it. You have good acting, good action, good visual effects, and a lot of cool, awesome stuff. So, no problems. Just, the reason why it's on here is because, like I said, it is the beginnings, but it gets better and better as the series goes along. Coming in number 10 is Arrow Season 1. Now, Arrow Season 1, like I said, great start to the season, and without Smallville, you wouldn't have Arrow. You wouldn't have... Because originally they were going to do an Aquaman show, but we already have a movie coming out next year with Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I did my most anticipated films 2018 earlier this year, but I really do enjoy how it starts out. You see a lot of flashbacks, which is required. You do see Oliver trying to reconnect with Laurel Lance, with Kay Cassie, basically who wins, because Kay Cassie, she's high as a brunette and she's high as a blonde. She is engaged though, but whatever. So, I love seeing all the villains in this season. I love how it starts. Everything just flows perfectly in the show. I really don't have a whole lot to say about Arrow Season 1 because I did reviews of all the seasons except for Season 6, which I will do. I'm thinking about, instead of waiting till the series is over, I'm going to talk about the season in parts, like part 1, the first half, than second half. But yeah, I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments how should I talk about Arrow season 6. First half this year, or the other half next year, or whatever. But Arrow season 1, really great start to the series, and awesome show. At number 9 is Arrow season 3. Now, this is where people say this is the downfall of the Arrow show, but not to me. This show still has its game, even if season 3 and 4 is not that good as seasons 1 and 2, or season 5, or season 6. But there's still plenty to enjoy in this show. I enjoy a lot of the atmosphere here. I enjoy all the awesomeness. Love seeing Laurel become the Black Canary. Katrina Law as Nisa Al, very gorgeous woman, good, amazing accent too. Seeing Roy Harper on Hero School, his relationship with Thea. Only things I don't like about season 3 is some of the villains, some of the writing, and Felicity kind of constantly whining and complaining. But it's not Emily Ricard's fault. Emily Ricard, she's gorgeous, so I can't give her any hatred. I can blame some of the writing, but season 3 of Arrow, still great, 100%, and still awesome. At number 8 is Legends of Tomorrow Season 2. Now, not as good as Season 1. It is the weakest of the 3 seasons. But Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 is still pretty good. You still got good action. You still have cool worlds that they go to. They go see Jonah Hex. They go see J.R.R. talking on the show. That was pretty cool. And after seeing the movie about the man who created Wonder Woman, which I will talk about because it's 2017 catch-up, and it is going to take me until January of 2018 to review all the 2017 movies that I have not reviewed yet. I think they should do a movie about J.R.R. Tolkien and how he created Middle-earth from his lifetime until Peter Jackson started work on the trilogy. But that's just me. But it still has good things to offer on Legends of Tomorrow. The only thing I'm kind of hit and miss about is the whole, like, Sarah being gay thing. But I can forgive it because that was to be expected. And I don't mind Sarah being gay. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I don't mind it. And plus, to me, I think Sarah still has feelings for Nisa Al. So, overall, Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, it's a really good time. I really do enjoy it. At number 7 is Supergirl Season 2. This is the weakest of the 3 seasons of Supergirl. Supergirl Season 3 has been really good, except for the last episode. That was okay. That last episode for this year of Season 3 was okay, but the fight between Supergirl and Reign was a little too brutal, and she should have stopped before she nearly killed her. But we'll see if Kara is able to still save the world and still take her down, because they're going to bring in the Legion of heroes for the next remaining episodes, so we'll see how it goes. But Season 2 of Supergirl, I still appreciate. It's still a good action. It's still great performances by Melissa Benoist, Kyla League, and the chemistry between Melissa Benoist and Chris Wood is really great. I love the chemistry. The performances in this show are great. The action's still good. Tyler Hoechlin, Superman, I wasn't too keen on at first, but now I somewhat like him. But I love all the Superman actors equally. I don't like Alex being gay. I don't like the whole Alex and Maggie stuff, but I do like the crossover, the duet crossover, and the musical crossover. Those were cool. Those were awesome, and I really enjoyed those, and they were very fun. So, Supergirl Season 2, despite issues, it still has the awesomeness that makes the show still awesome, even if you lost some of it from Season 1. Coming to number 6 is The Flash Season 3. This is the weakest in The Flash show, but there's still plenty to offer in this season. It still has Violet Bean and Wally West and Jesse Quick hooking up, which they should have been the real Ray and Finn. I have nothing against Daisy Ridley and John Boyega, but a lot of criticism with these new Star Wars movies is that it's the same exact thing. But we're getting close to Last Jedi, and I will be reviewing it, so don't worry. And before I review it, I'm gonna have to talk about Star Wars Holiday Special. I sat through it, and I regret it, but I need something Star Wars related to talk about. But anyway, Season 3 of The Flash, there is some weak villain problems, there is a little bit of writing problems, there is some episodes that I didn't really care about, and there is one or two episodes that I couldn't really get into, but everything else is fine. There are episodes I like. I still love Jessie. She's hot. Violet Bean. I love the actors from the other two seasons as well. And the duet crossover with him and Supergirl is cool. And so I can't really say anything bad about the acting and the action. But some stuff could have been improved on for The Flash Season 3. So I'm not gonna give the show, the season, too much crap, because there are things I enjoyed. At number 5 is Arrow Season 5. Some people either like this season or hate this season. And some people has lost interest in the show after Season 3. But they were trying to do something different with Season 3 and 4. They don't want to be the same exact thing as 1 and 2. And that's what I appreciated in this season. And my favorite episode in this season is part of the Invasion crossover on Arrow's side, where we get to see what Oliver's life is if he was married to Kate Cassie Laurel Lance. Because Oliver, he's not a one guy person, one girl person. He flirts around with Laurel, Sarah, Nisa, and even Felicity. But stick to one girl. You even try to flirt with Kara in the Earth X crossover, the evil version of Kara. Because in that crossover, spoilers, they're married. But that's the crossover is not a part of this season. But I do love this season, how it turned out. Favorite episode is the one with Laurel. And what his life would be like. Hey, if I was Oliver Queen, I wouldn't mind being married to Kate Cassie myself on the show. But it does have a good villain. It does have some writing issues, but some issues are cleared up. And Thea is kind of underused in this season, and she is alive for Season 6, but I don't know how much more we'll be seeing of her. I hope she gets more to do in this newer season of Arrow, as well as I will hoping to see Jesse come back to the Flash. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see where it goes. But it does have the new Black Canary, Juliana Harkavy. She's hot, she's gorgeous, but I just don't get a connection with her just yet. I'm working on that with season 6, but I do love Kate Cassidy as Black Siren. She is awesome. But part of me still thinks that you should have kept her alive as a Black Canary, so that way she can play both Black Canary and Black Siren. Yeah, it will require a body double and CGI work, but that you could have done that. But I don't mind Juliana Harkavy as the new Black Canary. It is taking me a while to adjust to her, but we're working on that. So yeah, that's my case. At number 4 is The Flash Season 2, the best season of The Flash. This is the best season. This one has a lot of cool stuff in it. It does have only one or two episodes that I don't like. The villains are pretty cool in here. We get introduced to my favorite character on The Flash so far, which is Violet Beans, Jessie Quick. I love her costume. Yes, musical deaf, aka Bethany. There is a girl Flash. And I thought that was pretty cool. The action in the show is great. I still love the acting. I love the crossover with him and Arrow. I love all the Arrowverse crossovers. They're pretty good. I'll do my ranking of those before this ends, but I still think this is a pretty entertaining season. There's a lot of things to like in here. I really enjoyed this season, and I am very happy to have liked this show, because this show is awesome. How can you not like The Flash? But anyway, season 2, best season in The Flash. At number 3, we have DC's Legends of Tomorrow Season 1. For me, the best season of Legends of Tomorrow. Then Season 3, then Season 2. Great start to the show. This has a lot of awesomeness to it. I love the introduction of new characters. Some of them we've seen before on Arrow. Some of them we're just introduced, like Vixen, Hawkman, Hawkgirl. They were nice introductions. Captain Cold. Heatwave, Dr. Martinstein, played by Victor Garber. My two favorite characters on the show, of course, the Atom, Roy Palmer, played by Brandon Routh, it was great that he got another chance to be in something DC related, because the first time a lot of people hated him as Superman in Superman Returns. I was one of the people who loved him as Superman. I do love Cavill, but Boy Scout Superman does come first. Before conflicted Superman. But yeah, he was one of my favorite characters. Then my other secondary favorite character is, again, Sarah Lance, aka White Canary. Katie Lotz. She's hot. Why not? Katie Lotz, I think she's amazing on the show. She's gone from dancing in music videos to being in a singing group. And she's a very good actress, and she's well trained in the martial arts, and you can tell that she's well trained in martial arts, and that's what I really enjoy. You don't have to, you don't have to be trained in martial arts for all actors and actresses. You can learn how to do fight choreography, as long as you still impress me. But those are my two favorite characters. I do love everything else in the show, the action, the development of the characters. And the most heart-wrenching moment is when Sarah's dad comes to tell her in one episode, season 1, that Laurel is gone. And you see Sarah Lance's pain, because that was hard. But yeah, I do love season 3 of Legends of Tomorrow. Season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow. It is great. It's awesome, and I have fun with it. At number 2, we have Supergirl Season 1. The best of the 3 seasons of Supergirl. And I have to say, this season really cool. Love it. Love the great start to it. Love everything. It's just cool. It's fun. It's awesome. It's Epictastic. Melissa Benoist, I love her as Supergirl. Love the costume. It's the same material that was in Man of Steel, but they use it here for the show. Love everything else in here. I love the performances here. I love the first crossover with her and the Flash. I love all the characterization. I love how they handle Martian Manhunter on the show. He's great. Now in the other seasons, he's kind of underused, but I want to see more of that version of Martian Manhunter in here. But I would also love to see Martian Manhunter and Supergirl in the DC cinematic universe. It would be really cool. I can't stress that enough, but it probably won't happen. But again, I'm still very, very pleased with Supergirl season 1. It's incredible, and that's why it's my number 2. At number 1 is Arrow season 2. This is my favorite season of Arrow. It anteed up the stakes of season 1. They took more risks with this Laurel and her little situation. Introduction of Katie Locke's Black Canary, Sarah Lance. The chemistry with her and Katie Cassie has is really good. The introduction of Katrina Law. You can't hate Katrina Law. She's gorgeous, and her accent is amazing. Everything in the show is great. The writing is great. The action's great. All the acting is magnificent. I think everyone does a great job here on the show. It's just good times, you know, just good fun, good awesomeness, good things that I really, really enjoy, and there are a lot of things to like in the show. So this is a really amazing season. And now for the crossovers. Okay, the crossovers I rank. I'm gonna have to go with the very first crossover with Arrow and the Flash. Then the second crossover with Arrow and the Flash. Then the crossover Invasion, then Duet, then the crossover with the third crossover with Arrow and the Flash. And then my favorite crossover would be Crisis on Earth X. So that's how my ranking of the crossovers go. So that's my ranking of the Arrowverse in general. Let me know how you rank all 12 seasons of all 4 shows, whether you count Supergirl or not, and I will see you guys in another video. If you like this, you can come here and we can have a good time.